LEAF is the leading global organisation delivering more sustainable food and farming. Our ambition is to deliver change. Today is going to be about trying to really push the extremes in terms of looking at technology and progression in integrated farm management.
What I like about this conference and the format is that there's an element of academic looking to the future, the innovations and the absolutely new things that we've only just begun to hear about, followed up very quickly by case studies and LEAF demonstration farmers themselves, explaining how they're putting things into practice now and a lot of the work they're doing as individual businesses as well.
Really interested in the Waitrose and Elvedon estates and just the scale of things they're doing there, the way they're marketing their own produce and engaging with community and customers. I'd like to take something back from that and maybe take something back to the farm.
I'm here because we're producing a report about agriculture after Brexit, and we're running a whole series of events, partly political and partly the other way, so it was very good to hear part of the story from the farmers' point of view. So I hope to be able to continue the conversation with LEAF.
I think there's a lot of very good information in there. It's sort of very honest information that's coming from a couple of the farming side of the presentations, which I think are very relevant to a lot of farmers just trying to do a better job in terms of sustainable management of the soil, with all of the challenges we've got with black grass, soil management and yield as well. So no, I think there's a lot of good content there.
Well, it's always a very good environment to be able to think about one's own farm and how it actually relates to what's been talked about. I think it's exciting, data and being able to collect it and the new ways of farming. We've got to be more efficient. We've got to use technology better, and it's quite nice to have a mix like today of people who are studying from universities.
As a researcher, I think the best thing about this morning was hearing all of the talks on precision agriculture. It's not very usual to come to a conference and hear a lot of talks on technology, even though it's going to be so important in the future of agriculture, especially from a livestock perspective, which is my background. So I think for me that was the best thing about the LEAF conference so far.
Scientists like the Game and Wildlife Conservation Trust.
We come here to talk about several projects we're doing, soil work, agroecology, and really all the things that are in the LEAF Integrated Farm Management wheel. It's been really interesting today, and we've had lots of interest from everybody who's attended. Well worth coming along.
And farmers who are doing it like other LEAF demonstration farms. So lots of thought-provoking stuff, and hopefully drones, or however we look forward to tomorrow's farming techniques, will be right up at the front.
So today's presentations have been really useful about finding out what's going on farm, about the environment and how we can be sustainable. BASIS and LEAF are working together at the moment on delivering a course which is on integrated farm management. We're really keen to just get people to appreciate what's going on and in the environment and on farm, and to be responsible about how we're managing our processes.
So I think it's been really interesting to see how the industry thinks we need to work more on the public engagement and knowledge exchange side of things. As a knowledge exchange manager, it's fantastic to see people sort of waking up to the fact that we need to push these crucial messages home. And yeah, really interesting to see what's going on in the rest of the industry.
I've found it's really interesting to have heard from the farmers that have been demonstration farmers, and the access to research that they get, but also how they use it and what their conscience says about how much they need to share that knowledge and that experience of all the different techniques that they get to trial. Technology needs to be really practical for farmers as well. There's been some really snazzy tech that's been talked about, but also actually on the farm level, what they're dealing with in regards to volumes of data and what they need to make management decisions quickly has rung out as a really important priority for how tech moves forward.
I think some of the problems which were shown up about what technology can do, but it was slightly unreal in that it's a big farm stuff. I think it would be good to see small farmers and other people being brought into the conversation.
most farmers I encounter really do care about the wildlife elements on their farm, but they need it to work within their farming practices. So it's been really interesting about how that's part of a balancing act as well in regards to their environment.